Eskimo Queen. Steve, does that give you any more confidence?
Oh, look, I think he was playing his cards pretty close to the chest there, Mike. He couldn't seem to be too confident. Of course, trained a treble on this day in 2002, including the Group 1 Rupert Clark, or as it was then known, the Shoday Cup with Perno. And we're looking at Eskimo Queen on screen. We were a moment ago. Now we're looking at prognostications. 11, 3, 12 and 13. So the mares have it. Marasco splitting them. And on course, the one they want to back is Marasco with Miss Finland Easy.
Yeah, Marasco firming in around about 20 cents here in late betting. Certainly, as you said, he's the one that is firming. Miss Finland, she's now about 5 cents past even money here, so she's into the black now. Miss Finland, Marasco getting well backed. And Torquetus, we just saw him heading down towards the start. He looked fantastic as well. He was just about bucking his brand off there as he headed down to the start. For Dwayne Dunn, he's had such a good association with the horse winning the Metropolitan and the Caulfield Cup last year. Torquetus. There is Marasco at the moment. There's only about 50 cents between Marasco and Miss Finland. She's still the on-course favourite, but he's the one that they're going for on course.
He did look magnificent, Torquetus, didn't he? Very full of himself and on his toes, prancing to the gates and coat gleaming. Maybe he might turn it around today.
Let's hope so for the connections there. And David Hayes, of course, it so often happens, doesn't it, when you've got the hot pot there, Miss Finland, it's the other horse from the stable that comes out and takes the prize. But Miss Finland, as I said, she's still the clear favourite, about 40 cents now in front of Marasco. Right on start time, let's head up to Brian Martin for the call of the Underwood.
Thank you, Caroline. The Group 1 Underwood Stakes, great race. Dane Empire's gone into line. El Segundo took the race last year. Elstrom in 2004, Mummified 2003, Northerly 2002 and 2001. Tie the Knot back in the late 90s. Octagonal also on the roll call with horses like Rubiton. So it's been a good horses, top horses race down through the years. And here's Marasco from the same camp as Northerly going into line. He's 250 into 270 into 250 in the last 5 on Super Tab Marasco. $1.90 out to $2 for the great mare Miss Finland. Bookmakers are risking her. She's out to the black and white figures. And it's a match race according to the bookies and the punters here on track. So they're ready for the Underwood. The line is good. Set, they're off and running. Torquetus ambled out of the gates. Road Worker began okay with Dane Empire, Anakov, Miss Finland just behind them, King of Ashford pushing up, Eskimo Queen just off them, settling down, and Ruby Scent coming over. Marasco back on the inside, settling down from Maslam's Beach. Further back, Mastercraft, Blue Tigeroo maybe better. Torquetus last of all. Up the back they go. Dane Empire just had it. Ruby Scent pushing on from the outside, now goes up second. Anakov is now third. Road Worker went back fourth, and fifth is King of Ashford. 2 lengths further back then Miss Finland was just caught a little deep. Went up on the outside of Marasco as Eskimo Queen had to ease back from Maslam's Beach, maybe better. Mastercraft, Blue Tigeroo and Torquetus last of all. Over the top of the hill, they're strung right out. Dane Empire by 2 to Ruby Scent. A length further back, Road Worker third, fourth as Anakov went off the fence. 2 to King of Ashford. 2 lengths further back, Miss Finland. She's now out 3 deep. Back in the middle, Marasco. Getting up on the inside, maybe better. So they've got the favourite out 3 wide. 2 lengths further back, that Eskimo Queen on the inside of Maslam's Beach. 3 to Blue Tigeroo and Torquetus back near the tail with Mastercraft. 6.50 out. And Dane Empire's 2.5 to Ruby Scent. 2 further back in the race, Anakov. Road Worker the grey, the inside. 2 to King of Ashford, fifth. Miss Finland's gone up 6 now, followed by Marasco. Back in the middle on the inside, maybe better. He's niggling at Miss Finland now. Further back, Maslam's Beach and 2 lengths to Eskimo Queen tacking on. Around the turn they come now. And it's Dane Empire grabbed by Ruby Scent and further out Anakov. Road Worker to the fence. Then Marasco. Miss Finland down the outside. Eskimo Queen got knocked over and King of Ashford out wider on the track, but Ruby Scent down on the inside is 3 lengths in front. Marasco into the clear with Miss Finland. They're coming late now. Ruby Scent by 2. Can Miss Finland make up the ground? I don't think she can. Goodness gracious me, Ruby Scent's won the Underwood. Second home, Miss Finland. Third, Marasco. That Eskimo Queen, no luck, followed by maybe better. I don't believe this. Then further back in the race, Anakov, Blue Tigeroo, Maslam's Beach, Road Worker, Dane Empire, King of Ashford, Torquetus. It might be a lot of other days back with Mastercraft.
Well, Ruby Scent round about 50 to 1 getting up. Dan Nikolic riding a Group 1 winner here in the Underwood. Miss Finland, she tried valiantly. She was getting pushed along there by Craig Williams on the turn. She certainly let down well to the line, but Ruby Scent had the break and is the winner of the 2007 Group 1 Underwood Stakes. Marasco getting third, and Eskimo Queen. Gee, she was terribly unlucky and she ran into the back end of horses as they came into the straight.
She certainly did. No luck for Eskimo Queen. Terrific ride from Danny Nikolic. His 4th win in this race, following successes on Perlin, Mummify and Always Aloof. Terrific. He pinched it. Simple as that. As it turned out, the guns were settling midfield. Were they having a look at each other? I'm not sure, but we'll check the replays. But Ruby Scent posied up on the speed, tracked the leader Dane Empire. When he was beaten, Ruby Scent pounced. Marasco runs.
He ridden up sort of 5th, 6th, and now I just told Steve to ride midfield because they seem to be running on a bit.
Seem to be fanning on the corner here, as they do at Caulfield, which might play towards you.
Yeah, just got to ride for luck and hope he gets a run. I'm sure he'll be putting in some big ones at the end.
Well, he was pretty good last week at Group 1 level. Give you your first Group 1 winner here.
Yeah, it would be amazing. Last week was my first Group 1 runner and I got 3rd, so I've worn the same clothes. I won't be wearing them to church tomorrow. It's usually my church outfit.
But let you go. You're starting to get a bit... thanks, James. James Fraser, Caroline.
Yes, indeed. Very interesting. They're just riding a little bit further forward here in this race here, Dr. Nip and Tuck, and he's another one that's got a pretty good chance here. Stephen Bassett to ride, and as I said, drawn the inside gate.
Certainly, and hopefully will be ridden a little closer, as was said, and his run at Weight for Age last week was terrific. Rocketed to the line. He's certainly in the mix.
15 Bird Dancer, an 8-year-old by Hennessy, trained by Brian Jenkins. Craig Newitt has the ride, a consistent fellow who's been up for a while.
Craig Newitt looking for a little more luck than he had in the previous. Now, this horse ran a cracking 5th in this race last year, so you keep looking at those to say, well, I could leave it out. But, gee, it's got some chance as well.
16 Blanik is a 5-year-old by Jearn, trained by John O'Connor, and Sebastian Murphy has the ride, had 11 months out, came back and beat Vormister in the Wiley. Of course, Vormister, a great run for second in the Manicato.
Certainly the form stacks up behind this horse. I think he had a few little problems last prep. He's got some quality about him.
17 Murtagil just cantered past us. He looks great by Rock of Gibraltar out of skating, and he's the half to Bradbury's luck, and Tim Martin, the trainer, as we said, he's drawn pretty wide though.
Awkwardly drawn, that's the problem. 3-year-old winners of this race come off outstanding last start wins as a rule. He doesn't boast that.
OK Okie is number 18 by Happy Giggle, trained by Matt Ellerton, drawn gate 10, second up here.
Very good first up. Caulfield 1400, that's the absolute ideal for this horse.
Next one down is number 19, Seafarer. This is by Scenic Udder. Miss Margaret, who won the SA Oaks. David Hayes, the trainer. Dan Moore to ride.
Well, it's a fair step up in grade. Will go forward, Seafarer, possibly lead. David Hayes seems to be reasonably confident about his prospects. Despite the rising grade, he is, of course, very lightly raced.
Trainer of Divine Madonna, Mark Kavanagh, is with Bruce.
Yeah, Mark about to finish what could be a good day here. Divine Madonna drawn poorly, but her pattern's to get back. I presume she'll be near last.
I expect she'll be last with a bit of cover and just have to wait and hope that they go hard and she can finish it off.
Yeah, pace looks okay. Is it going to be quick enough for you, though, to hit the line?
I think you'd be unlucky to find a race over 1400 at this level with 18 runners where they're going to walk. I think there'll be plenty of pace in it, and she's a non-winner at Caulfield at this stage, but this race looks all right for her.
We've seen her produce that big finish at Flemington, but at Caulfield you've only seen her twice, and she was good in the Tristark here.
Yeah, she's excellent here, but she does need the pace right on, and we'll see what happens today.
Okay, Maldivian goes in the last, and just looking back at the Underwood, you might have had the run that Ruby ended up getting there.
No, we won't worry about that. We'll worry about the last. He should go okay. He's pretty fit now, so he's still got a bit of improvement in him, so we'll wait and see.
I know you've harboured some concerns at 2,000 metres third up, but he's dropping in grade. That might be the plus for you.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different grade to what he's been racing against this preparation, so let's hope.
A couple of good chances to come. Good luck, Mark.
Thanks, Bruce.
Mark Kavanagh with some good chances to go here, Caroline.
He sure does. Divine Madonna, she looks very good. Undue, we didn't have a look at him before in the yard, by Commands out of Influence, and Bruce is with Shane Clark.
Yeah, Shane Clark here, and I seem to have forgotten about you again, Shane. Big odds, $12. What have you got to do?
First of all, you didn't forget about me. $12, well, that's a good price, isn't it, Just another mountain to climb, and we'll know afterwards how far we got.
Ran well at Moonee Valley, and Steve said, did not entirely comfortable inside there.
No. I suppose, we were aware of that, and that's the way it panned out. Good mare won. Can't do much about it.
53.5 third last year. Got to carry 58 from an Orchid Gate this year. Is he that much a better horse?
57's plenty, but he's matured into he's a very nice horse now. He's very strong. He's very relaxed today, and there's no excuses. We're quite happy with the way we're going in.
Last time we spoke to you here at Caulfield, you begged the punters to back him, and he won. What's the final word for the punters today?
He's an each-way chance. He's a good each-way chance today.
Thanks, Shane. Good luck.
Good luck.
Shane Clark, and why wouldn't he be? $12. Terrific odds.
Gee whiz, look at Bonhoeffer on course here, number 9. It's firmed in almost a point. You're getting about 380 at the moment on the tote, and it's only 10 cents longer than that on course. So all the money coming for Bonhoeffer, the market mover here before the Sir Rupert Clark Stakes. We're a minute past start time. They're just starting to load the rest of these runners into the gates. Let's go up to Brian Martin.
Second of the Group 1s now. Here the Angels coming up. Undue's about 9.10 at the moment, 8.80 out to 9.10. Around the 12 mark for Here the Angels, number 7. Divine Madonna now 8.40, 3.80 solid. Bonhoeffer best backed at 8.70, just moving out to 8.80 on Super Tab for number 14, which is Dr. Nip and Tuck. Connections have indicated to stewards they want to try and race or get the horse to race a lot more handier here. Dr. Nip and Tuck, he was a huge effort there from a wide a gate there last week in the Manicato. Divine Madonna just peaked on a run late there at the Bobby Lewis at Flemington. High-class Group 1 mare. Nicanero's well placed in a race like this. Animado looked well in the parade. Murder Jill, Dean Yendall riding. Animado back from a run in Hollywood, an unlucky third in the Hollywood Oaks. Bonhoeffer's got a beautiful gate drawn in. Seafarer ready. Orange County makes a good line. Okie in. Here the Angels out a little wider. Wonderful World and Undue. Joker's Wild, he was very headstrong coming through the parade and out onto the track here today. Joker's Wild, excellent run in the Mudgeway. First up in New Zealand to Sea Change, who won again today in New Zealand at Group 1 level. And Murder Jill goes up and they're ready to run. Great field for the Sir Rupert Clark, and the gates spring back and they're off and running, and Divine Madonna went straight back after the start. One of the first out here, the Angels bounced out in front. Wonderful World prominent today, and further out Monet Rules in company with Seafarer. From the outside, Murder Jill is pushing on up towards the lead. When they settle into stride, here the Angels now led from on the outside of it. Murder Jill up outside it, 2 lengths to Joker's Wild around Monet Rules, and Wonderful World is up running 5th, 2 or 3 further back Seafarer. 2 to Dr. Nip and Tuck, Orange County, Saspy 3 deep, 1 to Bird Dancer, then Bonhoeffer 1 off the fence, back about 9th, 2 lengths behind it Blarnick from Nicanero, then further back in the race Undue, Okie the inside at the Oasis from Animado and Divine Madonna. The mares both back at the tail, coming up with the 700 metre mark. Here the Angels from Murder Jill, Joker's Wild 3 deep, over on the inside Wonderful World is now 4th, Monet Rules back in the middle 5th, then Saspy, Dr. Nip and Tuck, Seafarer in the middle from Orange County, further back Bonhoeffer on the move, followed by Bird Dancer, Nicanero, Blarnick well back at the Oasis, followed by Undue, Okie. Widest runner is Animado, back there with Divine Madonna, but here the Angels with a kick at the 300 race, 2 lengths to Murder Jill, followed by Wonderful World, further back then Monet Rules, Bird Dancer to the fence, Bonhoeffer coming down the outside, here the Angels in front of Wonderful World, Bonhoeffer flying, he's going to get up the favourite up on the fence, Wonderful World, but Bonhoeffer beats Nicanero, who flashed up second. Third home Wonderful World from Murder Jill, Dr. Nip and Tuck followed further back by Monet Rules, Divine Madonna further out with Animado. Just behind those would have been Seafarer. Here the Angels carved up, Okie from at the Oasis. Blarnick well back. Animado pulling up quickly with Joker's Wild, Saspy, Undue and Orange County.
I think we're going to see some great scenes here at Caulfield. Bonhoeffer 3 in a row, giving Wendy Kelly her first Group 1 victory and doing it very easily to the line in the end for Vlad Jurek. Number 2, Nicanero was second, and number 3, Wonderful World, sticking on very well for third.
What a fantastic result for Vlad Jurek, a fantastic result for Wendy Kelly. She's in the mounting yard now, she's all smiles, she's had a few hugs, and Bruce will speak to her very shortly. It's a great story, and what pressure to have a horse like this, bring it to a Group 1, her first Group 1 runner, let alone winner. As we watch the finish again, he was explosive. He's left of screen in the blinkers. Vlad Jurek riding hard. He responds well. Fantastic performance to win this Group 1 race here this afternoon. Best back runner in the race. He beats the Caulfield specialists, Nicanero and Wonderful World. Wonderful World back on song. but all honours to the winner. Great story for Wendy Kelly.
It is. She's done a great job with this horse. He's taken a while to come into his own. He's a 5-year-old stallion now. As we said before, he's such a big, strong sort of a horse. Those sorts of horses often take a bit of time. She's been very patient with him, and she's now produced a Group 1 winner here in Bonhoeffer by Belong to Me out of Asian Reef. Wendy Kelly's with Bruce Club.
Were you really concerned or otherwise?
No, once I saw the roof from behind, I realised that there wasn't really that many, the grounds really weren't that much to do with the way the horse crossed. It was more interference from a couple of other horses that caused a problem of the horse that runs second.
Well, that's given you a chance to get your breath back and get your thoughts on an even keel again. So how does it actually feel now?
It certainly brings you back to earth a bit, doesn't it?
It does.
But, oh no, look, I'm just absolutely wrapped for the horse and for Vlad and for the owners and the stable and just the guys that work for us and everything. It's just well done, everybody.
Did you have anything planned for this evening?
I'm sure that we will have now.
Right. So you didn't go the early crow and organise something?
No, don't do that. No.
Wendy, a great result for you. Hopefully we'll talk to you shortly.
Thank you very much.
Wendy Kelly, Caroline, and her first Group 1 is official.
Boil over in the Group 1 under.
Ruby set by 2. Can Miss Finland make up the ground? I don't think she can. Goodness gracious me, Ruby Sense won the Underwood.
Ruby Cent paid a whopping $54.60 the win. Miss Finland and Marasco paid $120 the place.
Left stunned. Many thought the Ebony Underwood Stakes would be fought out between Miss Finland and Marasco, but they were proved wrong.
Ruby set by 2. Can Miss Finland make up the ground? I don't think she can. Goodness gracious me, Ruby Sense won the Underwood.
Rubicent paying a massive $54.20 for the win and $7.20 the place. Miss Finland and Marasco each worth $1.20. The trifecta paid more than $350.
Cox Plate favourite Miss Finland. Her co-owner, Sydney broadcaster Ellen Jones, was confident enough to make the trip south. The race was tipped to be an arm wrestle between the champion mare and top West Australian galloper Marasco. But the pair only managed to fill the minor placings behind the Caulfield-trained Ruby Cent.
Can Miss Finland make up the ground? I don't think she can. Goodness gracious me, Ruby Sense won the Underwood.
I thought I might be able to run third and get some weight to run in the Tour. That's what chance I gave myself. But got to be in it to win it, don't you?
No hard feelings from Miss Finland's trainer David Hayes, who, despite the defeat, wouldn't trade.
Things happen, you know. I wouldn't say that many people would back it to beat them next time.
It was a more popular result in the other Group 1 of the day, the Sir Rupert Clarke Stakes.
Bonhoeffer coming down the outside. Here the Angels in front of Wonderful World. Bonhoeffer flying. He's going to get up the favourite up on the fence, Wonderful World, but Bonhoeffer.
The favourite, Bonhoeffer, delivered Cranbourne trainer Wendy Kelly her first major win.
First Group 1, yes. Vlad's first Group 1 and the horse's first Group 1. And I know a lot of the owners there behind, their first Group 1 too.
But Connections were forced to endure a protest from the second-placed Nicanero, which after an agonising wait was dismissed. And Danny Nikolic rode a double today, vindicating the jockey's decision to return home after riding in Hong Kong. Caroline Keenan, ABC News, Melbourne.